Oh, that's nice. That's well written. I like that. Generic intro in the deck goes Moo here, back with another Nostalgia Critic video, and today we're doing Superman 2. We're continuing on with the early Superman movies as Nostalgia Critic did just a couple weeks ago with Super Month, I believe it was called. Last week we did Superman 1, which is my first time seeing anything related to Superman 1. Now we're doing Superman 2, which I know nothing about that as well, but if you want to check my reaction to Superman 1, I'll leave it right up there. Also, link down below in the description. Also, in a playlist on my channel with all my other Nostalgia Critic reactions going in chronological order. I want to say there's a lot of videos in there, like well over 100, obviously. Maybe like 150. I don't think we're quite to the 200 mark, but these videos come out every single Monday, so if you enjoyed them, go ahead and subscribe to those future videos. Also, we're approaching 100,000 subscribers, which is mind-boggling for me to even think about, and I want to hit it for my birthday, which is a little less than 3 months away, so it's gonna be a little tough. But if you're enjoying these videos and you want to see more, then definitely check it out. Also, I'm doing kill counts right now by Dead Meat. If you enjoy movies like that, definitely stick around. Those videos drop on Saturday. But shout out to the patrons because they get all the videos a day early for $3 a month. Get them all a day early. I'm completely against paywalls because I'm here to make you smile, not make you pay, and hopefully I can make your day just a tiny little better. I do read all our comments, leave them down below. But let's go ahead and jump into Superman 2. All right. Superman 2. Well, whatever Superman 2 is supposed to be.
Behind-the-scene videos and other perks. Check out and see if you want to become a member. And we got some Midwest cons coming up. Hope to see you there.
My friend just texted me. He was talking about golfer.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
I swear that it happens.
More powerful than a locomotive.
Oh God.
Able to leap tall
A
buildings
golfer
in a
that's
single
built like
bound.
me, and I'm just
But he
like,
can also
yeah,
fly,
we don't
so
play
it's a
golf
tad
the
less
same.
impressive when you
He
know
said,
that.
yeah, he's a lefty.
Up in the sky! It's a bird!
It's a plane! I'm not looking up for any of those things.
It's
Oh.
Superman.
So Superman has the same intro. I believe he did that for all the other ones, like the Pirates of the Caribbean.
I'm the
Oh,
Nostalgia
no, it wasn't the
Critic.
full
Welcome
thing.
back
Okay.
to Super Month. Why, if it isn't General Zod with the exact same hairline he always has. What's up, General Zod? I'm here to say I won't be in this video. Sounds good. Superman 2.
Okay, wait, is Zod not in this? Who's the main guy? Who's the bad guy in this one? And don't tell me it's nuclear
The original
missiles.
Superman was the blueprint for a lot of superhero movies, including already planning the sequel. Superman 1 and 2 were shot back to back, but since
What do you mean
director
shot
Richard
back
Donner
to
and
back?
producers
They used to
didn't
do
get
that?
along, he was fired from Superman 2 and replaced with Richard Lester, another director who had a few big movies.
Wait, like back to back is in like
Didn't
weeks
seem to
later?
hurt the film any, as it was still released 2 years after the original and was still a box office smash, with Superman facing off not only against a super genius, but 3 superpowered Kryptonians.
Was that not
All the ingredients
Zod?
were there for an amazing sequel, and thankfully,
Wow,
too many
product
cooks in
placement.
the kitchen wasn't a problem. It's said to be one of the best superhero sequels ever, on top of arguably being the first superhero sequel. It's a ton of fun,
Wow.
and we're gonna take a closer
Yeah?
look at it. Despite
But what about
General Zod
Superman
not
3?
being in this review, no, really, his hair looked exactly the same, like a wig
Oh,
wouldn't be
he's not in
distracting
the
at all.
review.
Let's
Okay.
take a look at
Let's say I'm
Superman
pretty sure it looks just like him there.
I kind of like this recap where we recreate the majesty and beauty of planet Krypton with that John Williams epic music, only to end on this.
And then explodes.
It looks like the Kryptonian Home Shopping Network, doesn't it? I like too, they make it look like rather than these 3 were captured and evidence was collected and it took months to develop a trial, they just commit the crime and zoinks, we're getting Judge Dredd.
Wait, this is the recap.
No hesitation in proclaiming
Hula
him
hoops.
guilty.
Haha, we set one of our classic trial traps, complete with pop-up Judge Judy.
You're going to find that these 3 people deserve each other. Get a life, get a job. You're gone.
Well, the credits aren't
No,
quite
and
as
there's a
epic
child.
as the first one. It does a good job recapping the previous film.
As if anybody
Other
hasn't seen the
superhero
first
movies
one.
would replicate years later.
Hey,
On Earth,
wait.
we see terrorists
That was the
threatening
Spider
Eiffel
movies I've
Tower
seen,
with
the
a
only ones
hydrogen
actually.
bomb, and I really love Perry
What?
preparing what story to go with. And Lois Lane is trying to cover it.
Oh, mercy.
It's a spotty boy. Oh my
He'll
god,
be
look
saying
at
mercy
him.
after this.
Yeah, I did that one a couple weeks ago.
Journaliste américaine.
I will say you can definitely tell which scenes were done by Lester and which ones were done by Donner. Donner is a
Why?
little bit more soft focus with sweeping shots. Lester is a little more high exposure with a point and shoot mentality. The pacing's a tad different too, where Donner's flowed really smoothly and Lester seems just a tad sloppy at times.
But it might
These
mix
scenes in
really
France
well.
aren't super long, but they feel like an eternity.
I don't know if you should be there. What did she climb onto? Oh, onto an elevator at the Eiffel Tower. Okay.
It's an elevator! What more is there?
Did you know there was a guy that sold the Eiffel Tower twice
Not the bomb that controls me.
I miss
without
goofy
actually owning it?
terrorists like Cobra or Harry Potter's uncle. Superman saves the day, though, and launches the bomb into space, where coincidentally Zod and his team just happen to be flying by and breaks them
In
free.
all of space.
Turning into a Disney film. How did early DC films always do that? We see Lex Luthor and Otis are still in prison, and he reveals he has a little black box that can track particular alpha waves.
Those alpha waves will take me north. Give me Superman.
And it may also lead to a better bald cap. Seriously, Hackman, is this such a scary monster to you?
Oh, yeah, because he didn't. Yeah.
Baddies see they're not the only visitors.
What kind of a creature are you?
Why are they talking in space? That's not gonna be good. Oh, that's real bad.
Remind myself the first two movies have a bit of a body count.
Well, if you enjoy body count in movies, I'm doing kill count right now on Saturdays. I feel like very similar audiences like those.
How come whenever you're around, something always blows up?
Let's talk about the gas turbine engine for a while.
They come from there, a place called Houston.
They make their way to Earth.
Houston.
Just as Luthor makes his way out of prison.
Also, was that a Soviet flag?
How Luthor made that projector,
Holograms,
but
nice.
I do know this. Actually, no, I know nothing about how this was possible.
Bro is actually
A
distracted.
lot of cops that get fired. Paid leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Luthor
definitely.
Miss Tessmacher made up, as she helps him escape, leaving Otis behind.
Oh no.
Tell Otis Berg, don't cry for me.
No.
Meanwhile, Lois and Clark are sent to Niagara Falls.
Hey,
disguised as
I've been
new
there.
villains, to cover a story about how the Bellboys are ADR'd first-time Christopher Walken impersonators.
Well, here you are. If you'd like to carry Mrs. Smith over the threshold. Is this your first visit to Honeymoon Haven? Together, anyway.
Mr. Herman, you have a telephone call at the front desk.
I have a happy...
Is that actually how he
whatever.
talked?
That's actually how his part was credited. A happy whatever.
Yeah.
Be careful!
Get down! Get
Why would you do
Film's
that?
funnier moments. Lois sees Clark's glasses are wet, so she cleans them, leaving him totally exposed as Superman.
They're on the Canadian side.
Oh my god!
I've actually been right there.
Hey, Mom! Look! Uh-huh. Yeah, honey, that's nice.
Everybody in this film acts like looking at something costs money.
I mean, it could. Goodbye, child.
Falls as
It's
slow
so
as
loud.
humanly possible, giving time for Superman to save it.
29 seconds? It's not.
Way to go, Superman!
10 more minutes and he would have hit the bottom for sure.
Yeah.
Lois finally
Well,
puts together
maybe if you had a
Clark's
barrel.
around when Superman
The fact that people
and she
did that.
confronts him about it.
That every time Superman's around, you disappear.
Superman? You mean he was here?
Does he insist on more lenient child abuse laws? Meanwhile, Lex uses his black box to find Superman's home and locates a recording of his mother, similar to the recording of his father.
Okay,
Not quite
would
as
a
precise.
snowmobile even work in that kind of situation?
Rebel elements. I wish
Doesn't the fuel would freeze?
You know, I'm beginning to think I could have taken over Krypton.
We were unable to change their evil natures, their evil ways.
She tells him about Zod and his two droogs, while Lois explains how certain she is that Clark
hey,
is
look, it's
really
Beryl.
the caped Blue Satyr.
What's your hurry, Superman? I gotta admit, your disguise is nearly perfect. You had me fooled.
I mean,
I'm
the
trying to figure out where they
glasses.
are.
Nothing else. It's ingenious. She tosses herself in the water, expecting him to save her. Ah, she watched New Moon too. And I really
Oh,
love
I
that
haven't
he
seen Twilight.
doesn't save her.
There
He
is a
instead
whirlpool.
uses his powers to throw a branch her way. I mean, hey, if it doesn't work, just spin the Earth around again. See more
I
and more why
mean-
that's so dumb.
You're what I thought was Superman.
What a lot of women say 10 years into marriage. Meanwhile, the Zod Patrol lands and inspects their newest conquest.
The bro.
So this is
Oh, I was about to say, imagine if you just started
Must
walking
be a
on
division
water.
of Planet New Texas. Well, if I'm gonna be the Messiah, I better start the water walking.
Oh my. There we go.
Only Jesus and Trump could do it.
Bruh.
These three really are great. I'm always a sucker for aliens trying to understand our world, but I think it's even funnier when the aliens are evil conquestors yet think they're being benevolent.
The son of Jor-El will be my slave. Forever.
Cannot we show them something more interesting?
I like the globe, but not this irritating noise. We have no more use for this one.
What do you mean?
The best way I
Oh?
can describe them is that they're like young YouTubers who got famous too quickly.
Oh, there's
Put
a
in
lot
some
of
work,
those.
But by blind luck, they fell ass backwards into power, and
And-
because they didn't fully earn it, they abuse it like hell and let their egos do most of the driving.
And then they
General
collapse.
does not take orders. He gives them.
Who else is seeing this? The whole planet Houston?
Earth.
You may continue.
Here is an autographed picture of me. Of course I carry them around, and no, you didn't need to ask for one.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Niagara, Clark's hand accidentally gets burned, allowing Lois to once again figure out who he is.
Okay, well, that kind of spoils it. And she's like, I fell in the water. Why?
Let me drown, you son of a bitch!
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that.
I actually went in a boat.
The scene is played
that
about
plays
as
around in
perfect
those
as you can
rapids.
imagine.
It's crazy.
Not only
So
are
much
both
fun.
these actors incredibly believable in this moment, but I don't use this word often. It's very romantic.
We better talk.
I'm in love with you.
Oh!
We really better talk.
Yeah!
You are literally making this scene blush. How charming are you two? Superman takes
No,
her to
that's
his
good.
home.
That's...
Hey, what's this written in urine? Lex was here? Well, Zod and the rest make life a living hell for others.
He's the general.
Please, Mr. General, please let my daddy down.
Ah, those everyday English kids you find in 80s Houston.
Are they actually in Houston?
I always.
Again, YouTuber. One of us has to. Superman decides he loves Lois so much he wants to give up his powers and become mortal for her.
What? What do you mean, mortal?
Earth will disappear forever. Once it is done, there is no return.
And when I say no return, I am lying.
Yeah, huh?
He steps in a crystal pod and has his powers taken away in an effect that's both my favorite and least favorite.
But now... Oh. Oh.
He's turning into Altered Beast. And he leaves the life of Superman behind.
You did all that for me?
Why, though? Why'd he have to do
I
that?
don't know what to say.
Why?
I don't want to be called the Yoko Ono of superheroes, but I'm gonna be called the Yoko Ono of superheroes.
I don't get that, but...
Hey folks,
What?
I'm playing Final Fantasy VII every Friday
I'm
on Twitch.
confused.
I've never played a Final Fantasy game before, so I'm excited to
I
see
never
what
played
they'll
one
do.
either.
Hope to see you there.
I did the Machina Bridge, or reacted to the Machina Bridge that Team 4-Star did.
So, now that Superman is mortal, what do you want to do? Wow!
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little torn on this. I mean, Superman banged Lois.
Immediately.
In one of the PG films, no less. I'll admit, as a kid,
This
didn't really
this is
bother me,
PG
and
with that?
can't act like I wouldn't if I was him. But I'm not him. Superman is him. And as an adult, something about this feels odd. Like, she was the prize he could never get. That goal that was just too far
was he?
away. His duty was
Or
always
was she?
more important. And then in movie 2, oh yeah. I
Hey.
don't know. I guess I can't say I have
A win's a
huge
win?
problem with it. It just kind of feels like fan fiction.
Even
Except,
Superman needs a
you know,
win.
in fan fiction, the bed would look like this. Our evil trio break into the White House and demand our country be handed over to Zod.
I'll kneel before you if it will save lives.
It will.
I do for the sake of the people
Will
of
it?
the world.
Yes, and as the president of the world,
Houston.
I'm sure all the other countries will be fine with this.
I mean,
Lois and Clark.
most of the
drive from
major
the
nuclear
fortress.
powers.
How? Is there a rent-a-car out there?
Enterprise.
By a diner where someone is moving in on Clark's lady.
Your seat's in there, Four Eyes.
Excuse me, sir. Would you care to step outside?
Clark.
He doesn't have
We let a guy who
powers.
point a gun at her go, but now I have no powers, so screw the peaceful route.
Does he really not have any powers?
Clark gets his ass kicked, though, and for the first time ever experiences pain. And again,
He's
to
like,
his
"This
credit,
stuff
he really
sucks."
looks like a guy who, for the first time ever, is experiencing pain.
Oh, God.
Clark?
Blood. It's my blood.
Oh, yeah. That's
No,
the thing. Go
Clark,
get your powers
it's just
back.
ketchup. It's not real blood. Supes also sees that the planet is taken over by Zod, who's calling him out.
Come to me!
Why does he kind of look like Tom Cruise a little bit right there?
Come and kneel before Zod!
He looks like a guy who would command a person named Superman to do that.
Yeah.
Clark says he has to go back and get his powers, so Lois drives him or he walks. And he returns home where he gives the only bad line read I think I've ever heard him give in a Superman movie.
I failed.
It's almost like he wanted
Oh.
to surprise someone into giving his powers back. Well, I guess I'll just go home.
Can you get them back? Like, can you hit the undo button?
Green crystal that built his home, and I guess that's enough.
Would you care to step outside?
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and you might have noticed I've been really quiet about the Donner cut. You see, after Donner was fired, there's a lot of talk about what Donner's original vision was. And in 2006, they compiled what they had and released it.
And it was supposed to be...
I might be a minority on this, but I didn't think it was very good.
Oh,
It is
I
interesting.
couldn't tell you
and there
anything
are some
about
cool
it.
things about it. but the pacing is off. It goes on way too long, and half of it doesn't make sense, including wrapping things up by having him fly the Earth backwards again.
He does it again?
I am dead serious. In fact, it actually makes this choice even crazier. When he goes back to fight the guy in the diner who beat him up, it's done after he time traveled. So it just looks like he's picking a fight with a random dude.
Gee, that's funny. Never seen garbage eat garbage before.
Everyone would be
That's
like,
not even a lesson taught.
My first thought would be a lot.
Now,
That's
you
not
totally
even
argue too many
teaching a
things
lesson.
weren't filmed or too much of the script was changed, and fair enough. But either way, the end result just isn't that good. Except for the Brando scenes. You see, Brando wanted a ridiculous amount for his likeness to be used in the sequel.
Who's Brando?
Even after getting paid an ass amount for the first film. So the producers cut him out of their
I think
version.
19 million.
And while the mother is totally fine, I can't say there's anything wrong with her. The father is the one we have the strongest connection with, and it changes a lot of the story. When he goes back, it's the father that actually sacrifices what's left of himself so that Clark can have his powers returned.
That's
bookends everything
nice.
Perfectly.
That's
For as he
well
said,
written.
the
I like
father becomes
that.
the son, and his power becomes his.
Even though it will exhaust the final energy left within me.
Father, no.
This is an essential scene missing from the original film,
That's-
and is the best and most crucial moment in an otherwise lackluster cut. Except for Zod firing a gun.
Why does Zod have...
That's just the greatest thing ever filmed.
Zod
Let's
is...
confront Zod until
He's like,
he can
what
give him
is
the one thing
this?
he doesn't have.
Ooh,
Costa?
that's fun.
What do you want?
Australia.
From what I understand, the
There's a lot of
80s
gold
is going to
there,
be
isn't
very
it?
profitable for them. He takes them to Lois Lane, who says if she's ever in trouble, he'll always appear, and appear he does.
Come to me, son of Jor-El! Kneel before Zod!
Okay, seriously, there
How
has
about
to
no?
be a porn parody out there with that name. This whole fight is a ton of fun and gives you everything
what's
you
his
want
face
to see
from
from this
How I Met Your
scenario,
Mother?
including some ambitious effects for 1980, and a whole lot of extras who think this is a wrestling promo.
Come on, Superman!
Why is Bro just blowing a trumpet?
They don't even try to move their kids when they're in danger. Yeah, just touch your cheek. No, this is real. Is there even a baby in there?
I've discovered
Well, not
his
for long.
weakness.
Oh, well.
He can't.
I also love Zod being floored by the idea of anyone liking anyone else. I think it makes it clear that while these three work with each other, they probably don't like each other.
No,
He
I'm
actually
talking about
cares for
don't
these
like.
Earth people.
Maybe just
Like pets.
I suppose so.
Like I was going to make you a non when I took over.
What?
What?
What? Yeet.
Oh, aren't you aware? Superhero movies are fought under Pepsi signs now. Madam Web won the Cola Wars.
Madam Web. Is that a hero movie?
It looks like too many people are at risk, except this guy who I'm just assuming is tripping balls. So Superman takes the flight to his
I
home,
mean,
which
it's
lies
what, New
near
York
his
City?
known
No, it's
location.
Metropolis.
Bow, yield, kneel. That kind of stuff closes out of town.
Why do you say this to me? When you know I will kill you for it.
I love the way he says that line. It's like when Stimpy pisses off Ren so much, he's actually a little happy about how much he's going to hurt him.
So angry? Eradicate the only man on Earth with...
Kill him!
Superman's address.
And for some reason,
Oh.
said with a Spanish accent.
A sentimental replica of a planet long since vanished. No style at all.
Okay, I'll just say it. I'm very okay with this guy ruling Earth. Superman stops
Yeah,
him with
I mean, probably could be
whatever the hell
worse.
this damn thing is. Lois and I used that in an earlier scene.
No,
But it looks like they can do this now. Yeah, the powers are limited to just whatever they want in the moment, I think. Also, what is it with her and hitting dudes and their goodies? But everything stops when they threaten Lois.
Why is she there?
Get them all into this molecule chamber.
I love this one scene when it goes from this intense fight
To
to
just talking.
keeping secrets at a party.
Turns them into ordinary human beings.
Hey, hey, leave me out the gossip. Inquiring Zods want to know.
Don't go in there, General. It's a trap.
And Luthor tells him that the pod will take away Soup's powers.
Wait, he actually
I feel
betrayed him
at
like
first
that?
the red light is in the pod and now it's outside. Like, it's giving you a clue if you're paying attention.
Wait,
Obviously, it took away their powers and protected Superman, and they're all
wait, they reversed it?
hit of death. Elsa fell into in the Last Crusade.
Did Lois
But Superman
get powers?
came out with his greatest enemy of all, the status quo.
I am selfish, and I'm jealous of the whole world.
Yeah, for some reason, the best Superman movies have the dumbest resolutions.
Huh?
Superman kisses Lois to make her forget everything that happened.
You can do that?
What's happening in the world?
not only does this devolve the relationship, because now if they fall in love, you know he can just erase her memory if he wanted to go back, which
That's
is kind of creepy
messed
when you
up.
think about
Yeah,
it.
no, I
As I've
don't.
said
No
in the
bueno.
past, he could literally stop a supervillain in their tracks by just
He can also
kissing
reverse
them
time.
and making him forget who they are.
Superman, allow me to explain my evil plot.
Wait, is that an actual thing?
Who the hell am I?
And don't lie, a really weird, messed up part of your brain, even if it was just for a second, thought of that too.
I did
no
not.
Superman movie should be making you think that, even if it's just for a second. It does get better though when he goes back to get revenge on the guy who beat him up before.
That's a lesson learned.
Working out.
I'm also Superman.
Bench pressing?
Oh shit,
Yeah.
now I'll have to kiss you. Wait, what? He brings a flag to the White
And-
House, which obviously is still stuck in time from the last time he spun the Earth around. And all is right with the
Why?
world.
I won't let you down again.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
Yeah, Superman 3. I don't know what happens in that one, but apparently it wasn't good. Superman 4 is real bad, though. I guess Superman 3 will be next week?
There's a few awkward moments, and it's not as epic as its predecessor, but like the first one, the emotional storytelling allows you to look past all the flaws and enjoy both
Superman
the
4.
campy and dramatic moments. It's a
And that video got posted on
almost
April
a
Fool's,
damn
so
decent franchise.
that fits.
But sadly, only half of them are good, as the other two movies are quite bad. We've already
Oh,
covered
Superman
one
3
of
is
them,
not
and
good?
The other
Next week.
is ready to punish you.
This cake
Oh.
was flapping in the wind. He was flying.
Patrons get a day early. Hope you're
No
subscribed.
style at all?
No style at all. Okay.
We're continuing cameos for charity. All
We're
this
gonna
month,
do
we're donating to
Superman
Living
3.
Beyond Breast Cancer. Living Beyond Breast Cancer is fulfilling its
That's
mission to provide trusted information.
It's bad,
and
but it's not
community
Superman
of
4
support
bad.
for those
So
impacted
I started this
by
all with like
disease.
Superman
They
4.
offer
I guess the
personal
first thing I did was
experiences
Batman
of
vs
on-demand
Superman
emotional,
when I was going through the
practical,
Batman
and
reviews because I've never seen a Batman
evidence-based
movie
content
either.
that
I've
is
never seen a
needed
Batman
for
or
those
Superman
newly
movie.
diagnosed, in treatment, post-treatment,
But it's
and
weird because I've
living
seen
with
Suicide
this
Squad, the first
disease.
Suicide Squad,
Having done this for over 30
Joker,
years
and
having
Green
a
Lantern.
4-star
Those are
rating
like
at Charity Navigator. This is
the only
definitely
3
a
DC
great
movies
work
I've
of
seen.
support.
Are there,
So if you
am I
want a
forgetting one? I
cameo
thought
from
there
me
was
saying
4 I've
happy
seen.
birthday or congrats or whatever, click on the link below and be giving to a good cause. Or if you're like, I hate your face, I don't want a cameo from you, still consider looking at this charity anyway. Whether you donate, volunteer, or just spread the word, you can do a lot in helping this wonderful organization out. So click on the link and give it a look. Thanks so much.
At least I didn't have a brain, a light bulb didn't go off talking about the Shihei Saikai like in this one. So Galaxy Quest, what in the world is that? Oh wait, my dad watches that movie all the time. Or back when I lived with my parents, I would always walk to the living room and find my dad watching Galaxy Quest. That's the name of that movie. Okay, that makes sense. I recognize the dude that's over Doug's left shoulder. But this was Superman 2. I guess the next one's going to be Superman 3, Yep, there it is, right there. That's going to be the next one. I'm sorry, is he drinking? That's definitely something. Like I said, hope you're subscribed to future videos as we are approaching 100,000 subscribers. We're in the final stretch here. So, I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Hopefully I made it just tiny little bit better, but until the next video, take care, and kitty music.